Welcome creators, welcome back to Creatality. I'm Miss Shanice and I would like to share with you tonight a very fun project that you can do for someone that you are thinking about that you would love to reach out and hug. Hugs are very good for our health, they're good for our heart, they're good for stress reduction, and they say 8 hugs a day is what we need to be our optimal selves. And I know right now in this time of our social distancing, hugging the people that we love and reaching out is a little bit hard. So I wanted to share a way with you that I was able to send a warm, fuzzy, heartwarming hug to, for me, it was to my grandma and to many others. So stay tuned with me and I would love to show you how you can mail a hug to someone that you love. And what you're going to need for this, as a brief overview, are the following materials. A soft, warm, fuzzy material. For me, I upcycle. So today's Earth Day, happy Earth Day to you all. So I have some old fuzzy felt that I have. You could use an old sweater, something that's warm and fuzzy. The second thing you're going to need is some ribbon, right? Or some string. The third thing you're going to need is obviously some scissors. The fourth thing you're going to need is some sort of light colored marker. I'm using Sharpies in silver or gold. A hot glue gun is very, very helpful. If you don't have a hot glue gun, you can use like Elmer's glue, although the drying time is going to take a little bit longer. If you have it, a razor knife would be very helpful, but that's only if you have it. I like to work with what we have. And then the last thing is some paper, some colored paper, some bright colored, kind of firm paper. So for this project, the first thing that you're going to need is you. And so before we get into the how-to, what you're going to do is you're going to take your warm fuzzy fabric, and mine has obviously peace signs because peace is the way. And you have to be the change you want to see in the world. So I'm going to use this. And you're going to get one of your light colored markers. And the first thing you're going to do is give yourself a high five because you rule, you rock, you're awesome, and there's no one just like you. So I'm going to come back around and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. High five to you. Thanks for watching. Hello creators, welcome back. So this is my little huggy Buggy. This is Goethe. Say hi, Goethe. She loves to give love. So if you can't find humans to give love, you know that you can hug trees. You know you can hug your furry buddy. She loves hugs. And you can also hug yourself. Wrap your arms around like this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Give yourself a hug because you're loved and you deserve to know that. But in case you're doing this long distance, this is what we're going to do. So follow me. So you're going to lay out your fuzzy fabric or your felt or your old sweater. I did also want to mention, if you don't have any fuzzy fabric, you can make your hands out of some beautiful colored paper. So I do have some here. If you have some, oh, look at those peonies. So you can also use some really beautiful paper for your hands as well. But if you want to send a warm fuzzy, find something that feels nice. And you're going to turn it out and open it up and find a light colored marker. I'm going to use a silver. First thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your hand like a high five. High five, everybody. And you're going to trace your hand very quickly, very lightly. Open it up, boom. Right hand, done. Left hand, I'm right hand dominant, however, I do lots of stuff with my left hand, and then you're going to trace your other hand. Just go around your fingers, trace those fingers. This is super fun for kids. Really great fine motor exercise. Okay, all the way around, go to your base and lift off. Now you're just going to simply connect that as if you're making 2 gloves. And now we're going to cut this out. So I'm going to cut this out and you're going to cut this out and I'll see you back very soon. Hola, welcome back. So if you were like me, you've cut out both of the patterns of your hands. And what I'm going to advise you to do is, you see these were my Sharpie marks. You're going to want to turn those over, okay? And a hug is like this. So turn those thumbs over. Boop. Maybe switch them. There's the thumb. There's the thumb. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be the template of your hug. Now you need to have a heart that you're going to hug. And this is going to be the person that you're sending this to. So I have some very colorful paper here. Let's see. I'm going to go for yellow. Yellow is the color of the sun, color of hope. So the easiest way to do a heart, I don't want to waste this whole entire paper for one heart. So what I'm going to show you how to do is we're going to fold it vertically, standing guide, up and down, and then we're going to fold it one more time over. Okay? And so really you could get four hearts out of this if you really wanted to. No, actually, I'm sorry, 2. Math is not my thing. So you're going to get your colored paper, and this is what you're going to send your message to in the middle of your heart. And you're going to find that creased folded line, and you're going to just free cut a heart from the center, nice and round, bringing it all the way back down to a point, right? Boop, just like that. And then when we open it up, we have a heart. Oh, we have not just one, 2 hearts. 2 of hearts. So we have our heart, and this is what we're going to connect with. While you have your heart here, if you have a parent around, you're going to want to ask them to use their razor knife. And you're going to cut 2 slits vertically from top to bottom, kind of in the middle of your heart, 1 on each side. This is what's going to be connected to your ribbon. 2 down. If you don't have a razor knife, which a lot of us don't, and we have to use what we have, then you can just simply use scissors. And the way you do that is by opening them up safely. Thumb, index, pinch, and score. Press down, hard, press down, hard. Close them back up, and boom. We have a nice line. So now, how do we connect these? Next thing is your ribbon. Find some ribbon, find some twine. I have these 2. So since I have these lovely flowers here, I'm going to choose some flower ribbon. And you want to open it up as wide as your arms will go. This is called a span. Oh, and look, I have just enough for a span. A span is a term for how wide you can open your wings, or a bird can. So this is your hug. You want to make sure it fits around. Perfect. And now we're going to basically weave this through our heart. You're going to take, I have a little tape off there. Let's remove that. And I'm going to go under, over. You see that? And now we have our heart on a string, on our ribbon. So try to see if you can match the ends so that they're even and balanced, right? Just match those little tiny ends. Put your hand on the heart, pull up, boom, there you go. Now here it comes a reverse engineering. Flip that heart over. The ribbon's towards you. Okay? Now, you're going to flip your hands over and trade places. Oh my gosh, it's too much, reverse engineering. Flip those hands over and trade places. Now the next little bit is, I'm going to snip, to make it more secure, about 1.5 inches off of that end. You're gonna save that. And I'm gonna snip 1.5 inches off the other end. And I'm gonna set that aside. Now, open up your ribbon, make sure it's all nice and flat. And now this is where our hot glue gun is gonna come into place. If you don't have a hot glue gun and you have like Elmer's glue, that's fine. You can do the same thing. You just have to allow it to dry overnight. So now I'm gonna put a little dollop right at the base of my palm, right here and glue that down. That little extra, you're gonna make a nice little T. Right, bam. One hand done. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. A nice little dollop of glue at the base. Press that down. Add your little T. I like to put the ribbon so it faces me because it's a little bit more beautiful. A T line of glue. Press down and done. You can blow on that for a moment and we're almost there. There's one last thing you have to do. See how fun it is to send a hug? Now, I'm just going to flip it over and you'll see if you unfurl. How many times do you say the word unfurl? Unfurl your ribbon, right? I did mine big because I do give big bear hugs. You lay your hands back out and you let them dry. And on this heart is where you're going to write your message. So I'm not going to tell you what to write, but I'm going to send this out to, I'm not going to tell you who, but I'm going to say, sending you a warm hug of love. And then I'm going to do some XOs, hugs and kisses, just because I just like to be sweet. Sending you a warm hug of love. And then I'm going to flip it over. And on the other side is where you could write your message to personalize it to who you are sending it to. And that's very important. If you're sending it to your grandma, if you're sending it to your best friend, if you're sending it to your teacher, that's where you really just want to tell them that you're thinking of them. And then after this, cap back on the marker. Make sure you sign your name on the other side. And when they get it, what they'll do is they have the heart and your hands will go around them and you have your mail a hug. Much peace and love to you. Happy Earth Day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.